Hello fellow knights and welcome back to 3D Gaming. Let's first welcome our new members, me D, Bianca Jasmine, and Ray Mark Villas. Now it's time to face the Son of God and the Lava Demon.
Triple T Gaming.
This guide will be focused on non-overpowered carry without relying on artifacts, but the prerequisite is the Shelter Rune for footgear. This was given to us after defeating Elvin in hard mode. You can watch the link here to review that video. The most important equipment would be your cloth footgear, as your Shelter Rune will be rubbed in here. Remember that cloth can only be worn by special classes, Blade Masters, Shadow Swordsman, and Longbowmen. Now, the main star of this strategy would be your Archdruid with Nature Fire skill. This is a deadly damage overtime AoE magic, combined with 2 bishops for motivation and Zealotry buffs to secure your energy. Mandatorily, you need to have 2 bards with Flying Eagle Ode to have multiple turns in a row. For the last unit, it can be either a range or melee Will to Slaughter carry as a backup cleaner if things get sour. Starting with the Lava Demon. This abomination is a pain if you let him near you and can cast AoE fire skills, hitting multiple units at the same time. He has no minions, so you can all focus your attack on him. Aside from the usual boss unique skills, he has one active skill, the Lava Burst, which requires 3 energy. This is an AoE fire spell that you need to watch out for. The next one is Lava Punch, which is a passive damage after an attack. It takes away 1/4 of your unit's HP. He can also summon a Lava Flood once you drop his HP to half. His moving range will cost 20% HP damage on every unit stepping on it. And on the defensive end, he got Lava Skin, which reflects 20% of melee damage and recovers 1 energy from range and magic attacks. And because of this skill, it's not ideal to hit him first with your strongest melee unit, because it will result into an instant death by reflection. The good thing in New World is that your units don't get injured even after dying in battle, so no harm in trying to do a kamikaze on this boss. For this slow burn strategy, position your units surrounding your Archdruid to ensure 5 energy can be recovered on the first turn. Then hit him with the fire spell exactly on this spot to push him behind the tree. Now you will have time to rebuff your mage on the next turn. You can push him again out of reach from the bottom. The magic damage plus burn effect will add up and he will fall without a fight with these simple tactics. All you have to do is rinse and repeat. This strategy will be your bread and butter if you have a weak team or just starting out. The Shelter pushback effect has less than 10% chance of failing. That's why you need to have an Eagle Ode for another turn and motivation just in case you run out of energy. Even if this strategy doesn't account to any incoming damage, having the Fate Barrier skill or Istaka accessory is highly advisable for survivability. To cut the battle short, once you make his HP drop into 50%, buff up your carry that has a Garrote skill so you can finish this boss in quicker rounds. Otherwise, you can just slowly burn him to death. Now we go to the Son of God, which is a strong melee boss that has an unlimited first strike melee counter like a buffed Berserker. The difference with the Lava Demon is the number of degradation minions that spawns randomly around the lab. They might caught you off guard, so be careful and watch your surroundings. The Son of God has 400 agility that is difficult to overpower. He also carries the skills Eye for an Eye, which multiplies damage based on lost HP, Attack Stance that grants plus 40 damage, and Blood of Killing God, which is the Berserker passive that has an AP recovery and damage buff when the health is low. For strategy, it is easy to understand that all you need to do is to stay away from him. We will use the same composition from the Lava Demon boss with 1 Archdruid with Fire Spell, 2 Motivation Bishops, 2 Eagle Ode Bard, but this time be sure to have 1 Will to Slaughter carry to clear up the mobs appearing next to you. The easy trick here is to stay away from his range with the Shelter Rune. By continuously casting the fire spell, there will be continuous damage and a knockback, and there is a chance that he will focus on defeating the minions as well. You can stay in the middle as a group, and let your Will to Slaughter clear up any incoming enemies. Killing these mobs grants you dexterity as well, but same as the big boss. So if you happen to be on the late round, avoid his range at all costs. I don't suggest moving around unless necessary, as the mob appears before the enemy turn so they can instantly pick off your support units. Continue burning and pushing back the Son of God as he has a very weak magic damage defense and won't even have the chance to touch you if the knockback will proc all the time. You can also use the Fire Spell AoE damage to burn incoming mobs near him. They can also be affected by the Shelter Rune and get a knockback effect if they will not die on the first cast. With this strategy, you can easily defeat this boss even in hard mode having a weak team composition. The magic damage plus burn effect will add up and he will fall without a fight with these simple tactics. All you have to do is rinse and repeat. This strategy will be your bread and butter for this hard mode. Now for the hard mode rune drops. The Lava Demon unlocks Fury Rune that grants 18% chance of casting fear on your target. This works well with a single target or even multiple units when using an AoE spell. While defeating the Son of God rewards the Fiesta Rune, which is a great for farming experience that grants 18% and can be combo robbed with your New Year Silver accessory that already has a 10% XP. This combination will maximize leveling your new units. So that's it for this video. Happy hunting, fellow knights, and see you online.
Triple T Gaming.